Hi everyone, I'm Sharon from Angelics-Speak.com. If you've never been to this channel before, I channel archangels. They decide who's coming, so often I don't know who's going to show up. But tonight I got a hint that it would be Raphael. If you like these videos, feel free to click like, and if you'd like to see more of them, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. So, let's start. Hello, dear ones. This is Raphael. I come to you tonight because of the distress that is mounting across your world because of this new virus. It has gotten great publicity, which has increased people's fear, but it has also wreaked havoc in a number of countries and caused great disruption in people's plans, in their work, in their daily life. So tonight I would like to speak for a moment about this. Do not be afraid, dear ones. Yes, this virus has some potential to harm some people who are older or are already ill and in a weakened condition. But for most of you, even if you get it or may already have it, you might have no symptoms or very few, or you might have a flu or cold and never know that you have the coronavirus. So trust. Remember what we have said over and over again. Those of you who leave because of the disruptions on Earth, the Earth changes, the floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, and now this illness, this virus. Those of you who leave because you chose to. It was in your plan prior to coming here. Everyone leaves in the framework of the dream of this reality. The only question is how. There has to be a vehicle for leaving, at least for the most part. You know, very, very advanced souls can sometimes simply leave. But for the majority of you, there needs to be a vehicle to assist you in leaving your body. So for those who leave because of the coronavirus, and there will probably be quite a few more before this is over, please know that on a higher level, they already plan to leave at this time. They may be surprised and devastated as they are leaving on a conscious level, but as soon as they have left, they remember and they recognize why they chose this time and this moment to leave their dream. They may leave because they have finished everything they came to do. Or they may have chosen to leave because they weren't interested in experiencing the intense turbulence that you are experiencing right now. They would prefer to watch it, separate from that experience. So send them love and blessings as they transition back to who they truly are. But don't grieve too much, because they planned to leave in the moment that they did. When they came into this dreamlike reality, they had already determined when they would leave. It isn't necessarily a date or a year. It's when certain events come together. For on a higher plane, there is no time. However, there are certain events that occur. And each of you, before you entered this dream, chose how you wanted to play it out. Some of you may be healers that help people who become very ill for whatever reason. And some of you may struggle with that very illness. Each of you experience the things you do because you, as your soul, wanted to learn something about that experience. Whether it's patience or surrender, or even more opening of your heart as you face your final moments. Don't be afraid, my dear ones. Each of you have already determined your plan, and it is perfect for you and for each of those that you witness. On a practical note, though, please do listen to the recommendations that your health people offer you about how to deal with this virus. Don't ignore them saying, "Oh, by my clear thoughts and intention, I will not get sick." Doesn't matter how many clear thoughts and intentions you have if you have already determined prior to starting your dream that you're going to leave now and you will be very ill beforehand. But you can help yourselves a bit. So follow their instructions. Be at peace, dear ones. Even though it may not feel like it, you are all completely safe. You are protected. And yes, you are dreaming. It seems so intense, so profound right now. But when you wake up, you will bubble up with laughter. For what seemed so hard and frightening is like a feather floating away. It feels like nothing important anymore. Just as you may have a difficult dream in the night as you sleep, you wake up frightened and still in the throes of the experience. And then you open your eyes and see that you're still in bed, you're still in your room, and you're safe. It may take a moment to shake off those feelings left from the dream, but then you know that you just had a dream. It's not real. In the same way, each of you will wake up from this very real feeling dream and do the same thing. Neither the dreams you have in your sleep state nor the dreams you have in your waking state are real. So play your role very well in this life. Perform your actions appropriately and with great love. But just learn and witness. And soon you'll wake up again and laugh at what felt so intense and ferocious. Now I would like to address some of the energy that many of you have been experiencing lately. It is quite powerful and has been for a little while, hasn't it? There's very little break now in the waves of light. And your experience of it may be profound. It can range from headaches, body aches, feeling ill or actually becoming ill, to a foggy head, needing to sleep more than usual, and even when you're awake, not feeling really present. I'm sure many of you have experienced this. There are so many things that reflect into your physical body that are really happening on a much more subtle level. Just know that even if it feels weird, strange, odd, it's fine. As much as you're able to in your lives, follow what feels like it's right to do. If you need more sleep, sleep. If you need to zone out for a while, it's fine. The world will go on without you for a little while. And your mind will come back again, even more clear than it was. All of the experiences each of you are having are part of your inner purification. Time is shifting, isn't it? It's very fast, then it slows way down. And if you didn't have a watch, you really wouldn't know what time it was, would you? 1 minute you feel tremendous love, the next minute you feel shut down and kind of dead inside. 1 minute you're highly energized and active, and in the next you're absolutely exhausted. There are so many things you can feel right now with the energy so strong. Let them all be okay. It's part of the process of waking up even more fully. You are waking up to who you truly are, which is far beyond your ego boundaries, your ideas about yourself, your views of your reality and those around you. You are so much greater than that. And as you continue to purify while you are bathing in this light, you will begin to experience the full reality of your being. It's glorious. It's beautiful. You are beautiful. So trust in the process. Listen to your body. Listen to how you are feeling. And if you are drawn to eat a certain thing or to do more rest or more activity, follow that as much as you can, for you are being guided. Sometimes your mind is just turned off by the light. It's shut down for a little while. It works some, but very sluggish, very tired. That's because most of you is connecting with a much more profound realm within yourself than your waking state. And it's the mind that keeps you from experiencing those things. So if you have these experiences, rejoice. They're signposts that you're growing, that you're purifying, that your consciousness is expanding back to who you really are. You are being embraced by that more pure portion of yourself that is not in your dream, and blending back into it. And that portion is not in a higher place or a lower place. It's right here as a part of you. But in order to experience it fully, you have to clear out old memories, old difficult emotions, desires, and begin to connect much more deeply with your own self. So be at peace, dear ones. No matter what you hear on the news, don't be afraid. If it's your time, you will leave. But for the most part, the majority of you will not, because you came for a different reason. You came to be here during this transition. It isn't an easy time in any of your countries. But this will pass. You're at a peak of intensity right now. Those peaks come and go, but each time you reach one, there's a little more light in your world. So feel joy that this purification is occurring. Embrace it. And rest in your own hearts. Feel at peace deep within your being as you move through your world. If you can help someone, by all means help them, as long as it is not putting you in peril. Know that each one of you is deeply loved by all of us and by Source. We all send you our purest love and blessings. I am Archangel Raphael.